Hey, I'm having a lot of money on you, man.
Well, you, you getting ready to be a rich nigga.
I ain't got to say it. I'm Jeff Knows Money.
I'm Mojo here.
It's talking cash.
Talking that.
And your favorite segment.
Asking for a friend.
You already know it. Let's get into some of this complicated shit we got today. Dear Mojo and Jeff, I recently reunited with my childhood crush after 30 years. He was in poor health and had a lot of medical bills, so he thought it would be better if we didn't get married so that his debt wasn't passed on to me. We had a commitment ceremony, but we were never married legally. After a few major medical issues where he nearly died, he stated that he wanted me to inherit all of his property. Here's where the issues popped up. He didn't have a will. After a few years, my husband passed. Once he passed away, his family began to attack me to get his property. They took everything that he left for me and have made my life extremely difficult. I've been able to hold on to some land and cattle, but the family has taken me to court for that. What can I do? Do I have any claim to the stuff that was left for me, or will his family be able to take everything? Sincerely, InLawed. Mojo, can you help this woman work her way out of this?
Well, Jeff, you know me. I'm a peaceful individual. I don't like to be very judgmental. But this particular letter and this particular incident, it just emanates melanin. It reeks of shea butter. I can just close my eyes and vividly see the ashy elbows and knees. This is our people. This is us.
I'ma just go on out there on a limb and say you're right. I got a little cocoa butter off the letter when I opened it. So I'm not gonna argue with you on that.
But as far as advice, man, it's just so rough because with common law married as far as things of that nature. But man, folks just don't. Y'all ain't been together. Y'all together. You call him your husband. We don't really. Y'all ain't married. We ain't went to nobody's ceremony. You ain't went straight in front of nobody. There's no type of authority to marry you. Y'all common law just because y'all together. But them folk came right on in there like, okay, all right.
Get off that couch.
Come on with it, sis. You got to go somewhere. That's my brother couch. You got to get up off mine. But no, y'all just get on up, sis. You got to go, sis. Nope. This ours, because we legally family. You, nope, not so much.
Hey. And one thing for everybody to keep in mind here.
Heavily melanated.
Is, oh yeah, like this letter came with instructions about how to go natural for your hair.
What you mean?
You don't have to perm your stuff. You just use these products right here. You can be natural. You ain't got, that perm ain't good for you. Came with all of that. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
All of that.
Oh man.
So yeah. Now, just want to touch on something real quick because Mojo here throwing out the term common law. And we all know what that means, right? Because it's, if you're with somebody so long, you common law married. From a legal standpoint, that doesn't apply everywhere. And there's not that many states left that actually really recognize common law situations. So we saying common law, but it really don't mean much.
Not much.
So Yeah, you're gonna have to get up off that couch.
Yeah.
Now, the reason we can just, take context clues and put together that these are some of our brothers and sisters is every time a black person died, damn near, we got the same thing going on.
We gonna fight.
Yeah.
We trying to split up the Nintendo 64.
Mm-hmm. You got seeing your cousin haul off and slap fire from your auntie because my daddy told me that was my Tecmo Bowl.
That was my Tecmo Bowl.
And she like, I like to see you play that Tecmo Bowl when you ain't got no Nintendo to put it in. Bow! And that's how the fight started.
Exactly. Not Nintendo. Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yep. I don't know what you was intending to do, but it wasn't for me to play this Tecmo Bowl. That went it.
Well, I bet you got Nintendo, but you ain't got the remote controls to go to.
You ain't got the motes.
Yeah. Nah. You trying to give me the one with a B button jam? No, we ain't.
And see, he mad because he the only one that still know how to do this. And catch that edge right. Pop. Don't nobody else know how to do that.
He in there trying to tell y'all he deserves a Nintendo because he's the only one who can actually land a plane on the Top Gun game. If you're an 80s baby, you know what I'm talking about.
What I'm talking about. Still, he been waiting for Aunt to go on here, go off the glory. Cause he was like, listen, nephew, I'm gonna give you the gun for the duck hunt. But when I go on off, but everything yours. I'm just hold down the gun for the duck hunt. It worked, everything worked.
I fixed the trigger on it and everything. It's straight. You can even buck at the dog if you need to.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, as Mojo said, this reeks. I mean, absolutely reeks of melanin. I can smell the shea butter and cocoa butter. This are people right here.
Yeah.
When somebody die, we show out. Show out. See, it's like the funeral is the concert. Mm-hmm. But when you go back to the house, that's the actual after party right there. See, that's where the real entertainment and kicks up.
Yeah.
See, your husband passed. That's where you was grieving. But now, when you got home and thought everything was over, and you seen them headlights coming down that dirt road, about 4, 5 headlights, I mean the rest of the family coming.
Mm-hmm.
And so you thought you was going to have you a nice night to sit back and relax and, kind of deal with the grieving process on your own. But oh no, soon as you heard that means the festivities are getting started. And this is it.
Royal Rumble, baby.
You're mad at his family. Really, the person to be mad at is him.
Yeah.
So we are in the state of Alabama. I don't know what state this is coming from, but let me just give you some advice. If you do not have a will, the state got one for you.
Yep.
So if you want to determine who gets what, how they get it, you actually need to have some paperwork behind it. And it can't be, hey, I told Mojo if something happened to me, he's going to get... No, that ain't how it works.
They ain't going to stand up.
Because this my dog for the last 20 damn years. If I ain't put nothing on them paperwork to say Mojo gets this, if something happens to me, my family's going to show up. They're going to take it.
It don't mean nothing.
Nothing. And he has no recourse if I didn't put it on paper. So the way things work in the state of Alabama is usually it's going to go to your closest relatives. And if you're married, it's going to go to your spouse. If you're not married, closest relatives, that could be children. If you don't have children, that could be brothers and sisters. It could be your parents if they still here. All kind of stuff going to get crazy. And you got to take all that through the probate courts. And they're going to have to assign somebody in charge of the estate while they settle the estate and figure out who's supposed to get what. And all that's going to cost money that you probably don't have.
Mm-hmm.
So step number 1, black folks, put your stuff on paper.
Put it in paper.
Stop telling people stuff that don't mean anything. Put it on paper. Now, step number B.
Yep.
I understand his logic about why y'all didn't get married. He got a lot of medical debt. He didn't want you to get tied up in it. Solid logic, right?
Solid. Looking out for you.
But see, the problem is if I don't want you involved in it, and I tell you you're going to get all my property, if I owe a lot of debt, they're going to come after my estate, which means you in the middle of it anyway. So even if his family wasn't coming at you, the medical bills would be. Either way, you are probably going to lose that property to somebody. Now, I, for one, am a strong believer in play a stupid game and get a stupid prize. If I go to damn Baptist South and they give me a bill and say, Jeff, you owe us $2 million for this surgery, that was up. Are you going to make any arrangements to pay this? That was up.
Get in blood.
I ain't got $2 million. I ain't going to have $2 million. So why am I trying? I'm not going to give you the first dime. But here's the issue with that. He was long-term ill. If you want to get the people out your pocket from a standpoint with collections and medical debt, you need to get the property out of your name.
Mm-hmm.
That's where putting some stuff on paper comes in. If y'all were not married, the way for him to actually protect you would have been for him to sell you the property for $1 or whatever, put some paperwork on it, get the property out of his name and into your name, and that way, if you're not on any of that medical debt, he passes away, that debt can go after his estate, the estate's insolvent, boom, we done. So he was thinking, he had his heart in the right place.
But just didn't have that paperwork in the right place.
Hey, man, execution. Execution is where your money is made and lost. The execution here, it just wasn't right. And now, even if you asking us, they're going to take you to court, you asked us, do you have a claim to anything that was left for you? There was nothing left for you.
Nope.
Not according to the state. So you claim all you want to. Now, if you actually do get a legal claim to it from his family, the medical folks waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a lose-lose for you. I just think you need to just leave well enough alone, because you're going to mess around and these folks, people get crazy when people die. You want to see somebody act ass and they black, weddings and funerals.
Yep.
Never fails. Show our whole ass at one of them two ceremonies.
Left and right cheek, mind you.
At the wedding, people who don't get invited show up and it's a problem. At the funeral, people who don't get invited show up and it's a problem.
And down in Alabama, when they show up like that, we have a saying. He came down here and cut a plumb butt naked fool ass.
Plumb butt naked.
Fool ass.
Double. So, you are the odd man out because you aren't family. And no matter what you do, if he has childrens, they want their stuff.
Gotta have it.
He got brothers and sisters, they want their stuff.
More definitely. I want them fishing. I want them fishing rod. They're really my rifle over there. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, I was just about to say,
that tree stand.
Them loose guns sitting around,
all them mine.
all kind of problems.
All them mine.
Done already told the pawn shop man he coming through Monday.
Anything recreational, you can just get your eyes off of it.
If it ain't nailed down, they gonna take it.
All and that furniture, them sisters.
And see, you said the two magic words here to really make somebody act
plumb, butt naked, fool ass.
So you said land and you said cattle. That's gonna bring out all the ignorant. Cause you know what land and cattle means to folks?
What that?
money.
Monty.
It don't matter if it's 3 scrawny ass cattle. I'm talking about COVID cattle. Them cows, I can sell them. I want the money.
Cows looking 2D. They out there. Oh Lord.
Cows look like they on a hunger strike. Don't even matter. Cause as long as them cows got any kind of weight to them, somebody's gonna want them. Somebody has already lined up to sell. And he had land. It don't matter what kind of shape that land is in. If it's in the state of Alabama, the land is gonna have trees.
Yep.
And if it's got trees, that is money.
That's timber.
Willie Earl done already lined up for the timberman to come through, clear all that out.
Clear all 3/4 of an acre of that.
Boy, I was just about to say.
Clear all 3/4 of that timber.
He got a man lined up. He coming through with that chainsaw. He gonna get them damn 7 trees up off that property.
I ain't lying.
Boy, that pine wood, boy, that good wood right there.
Pine, good hardwood over there.
What talking about? He talking about $17 a tree. You think I'm gonna just let that ride? 17 times 7. What that is, nephew? That what? About like $40-$50.
That's enough for this evening. I give me a pint and a case.
I add that up with the pistols. He told me he told me them were my pistols now. So you don't even use no gun. I don't even know why you tripping. He told me them were my pistols, and I got his old skill saw. So all that right there, that's what my brother told me. My brother told me that.
Me.
$275, that's me. And I want my money. So you can keep stuff if it got recreational value to you. You know, you're trying to use all them big words. He don't know what he's saying. If it got centennial value to you, then just give me the $275. You can keep all that. I know he meant something to you, but that was my brother. My granddaddy gave us that gun. And it looked like it.
Still ain't shot yet.
Granddaddy, that gun your granddaddy gave you looked like you used that in duels. Like he has insulted me.
Pull out this glove, this work glove out my back pocket and slap at you.
I challenge you.
I challenge thee.
Yeah, see, you was talking in old English terms then. Oh, I would up thine old pistol.
Up thine ein on fine opt. Who shall oppose thine? Like,
all kind of smoke. I'm talking about just smoke everywhere. Yep. I don't know if he trying to reload the gun or pack a blunt. You stay right there. You just wait.
I shall kill thee.
Giveth thine a fortnight to reload.
Yeah, that what going on.
Yep, one of them.
That old ass pistol. You don't call that no gun. That's a pistol.
That's a pistol. That was not a Smith & Wesson gun. That was just a Smith.
But before the merger.
Yeah.
Before the merger.
Smith had his guns. Wesson had his. You got a Smith.
Boy, you ever seen a three shooter revolver? Huh?
That don't even make sense, huh?
Man, see, 223. Yeah, they good. You know what I'm saying? But they right here shoot 111.
You ever shot a 3? You mean like a 380? No. We ain't have all that fancy technology back then. A 3.
So you still got to pack your own ammunition for this one. Special.
You ain't had to bust at a nigga till you shoot at him with a powder wig on. This type of gun your Uncle Willie Earl fighting over right there.
Oh, Lord.
Black folks, please stop destroying your family over $600 and $700 post funeral at the after party. Cause basically what that is.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God, put something on some paperwork, please.
Put on some paperwork.
Stop having these damn deathbed confessionals where you tell everybody what they're supposed to get. It doesn't mean anything. Put your stuff on paper. If you're trying to avoid medical bills or debts or whatever, actually go see somebody who does estate planning. You're going to have to pay these people, but it will be worth it, because otherwise we have to stay behind and deal with the fact that nephew just punched auntie over the Tecmo Bowl. And personally, I'm tired of dealing with it. I just came to the repast, get some of the cold fried chicken and a little bit of the damn collard greens. You done kept me in this funeral for 4 hours. And I'm ready to just go home.
And then it was cold churches. Ain't nobody even cook.
And the worst part about it ain't a church is within 30 miles of this damn funeral. So what? Just please help us help you. Please stop doing this so I can stop going to these long, drawn out, sad ass funerals and then have to break up fights at the repast or graveside, whichever one of them, get to first.
Yeah, they decided to get it in.
And also, tell us if we're gonna have to gas up to get to the graveside. That's useful information to know.
I ain't lying.
Like you have the funeral in one city at a church, and then we drive an hour and a half somewhere else and get there like barely at sundown.
No GPS in it.
Nah, man, just let me know if we gotta do that. Anyhow, hopefully this has been helpful.
Hopefully.
If you have any other situations similar, hit us up. We got answers. info@talkingcashpodcast.com. You can email the show. Hit us on our DMs, social media. The Twitter is @talkingcash. Instagram is @talkingcashpodcast. And you can find us on Facebook. Just wade between all your auntie old raggedy pound cake recipes, and you can find us somewhere on Facebook. We are Talking Cash Podcast. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Knows Money.
I'm Mojo Hill.
We'll see y'all next week to answer some more of your crazy ass problems.